Hi Aquarius Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck. And then I'm also going to do an oracle card using the Everyday Witch oracle deck. I hope that you all are doing well and feeling blessed and keeping a wonderful, gorgeous smile on your face. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. And I've already pre-shuffled. I'm just going to give this a few more rounds here. We'll split the deck and we'll get started. And always for young enough. All right. And I am doing this reading around sunset time. Okay, so your first card we have is the Page of Cups. So this is, I feel I'm getting something new. This is a new, I feel this is an onset to a new beginning. I also feel that this is your energy. I feel this is a lighthearted energy, a young energy, water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Fucus. Pages are about messages. This could be a surprise for some of you, or you could be giving a surprise to someone that you care about, where I'm getting there's 2 water signs here involved. So there could be the energy, I'm getting the energy of a Pisces here with the fish in the cup. So you could have very strong water in your chart and then be connecting to someone with water. But I am getting overall that this is a message that is either coming towards you or you are delivering a message. And it possibly being a surprise. Behind this page, I feel also too, this kind of speaks to something tied to a new beginning. Where this innocence of that page energy kind of comes through there. As I'm seeing the wavy waters behind, I'm just getting a highly emotional sense here. Even though this is a page. So I'm almost getting like a shyness here too. So it could just be that also that one is starting something new, having to deliver a message or deliver some kind of communication in some way, but being a little shy or intimidated about it. This is also focusing towards the past. I do feel that there is also too a ripening with one's abundance, where they are becoming more stable. And then some refinement when it comes to that communication and that being a part of that intimidation. So I feel there may have been a time in your past where communication needed some work, and I feel that you have been doing that, and this being a part of that Page of Cups energy. This is a younger energy, so this may also too be a child. This could be a baby that's coming. And this being the start, that start to a new journey or something new. Or this could be with that baby energy. I'm also getting that there may be a surprise pregnancy that's coming about, and that being a part of the message and that emotion, there being a high level of emotion there too as well. All right. So let's see what your second card is. That's exciting. Judgment. So with this Judgment card, this has been coming out a lot. This is, for me, reaping what you sow. So what seeds have been planted where we did get that baby energy. And for some of you, it may not be a baby, but with that start of something new, the planting of any seeds that you may have had in the past where there's a surprise that's coming in, where you may not be expecting the result of a possible growth that is coming in, where you're receiving that confirmation. And when I say the growth, with that seed being nurtured, watered, taken care of, tended to, it may have looked, it's almost like watching a boiled, or what's that saying? A watched pot never boils. So I do feel that there is, with this Judgment energy, some blessings coming in for some of you. And then for others, I'm getting with that Page energy, it possibly needing to be something at a much higher level, where I'm getting King energy. And because of this Page energy, that may be a consistent energy. The Judgment energy is here, I feel, to kind of awaken this Page of Cups energy to that. For the energy of a possible baby coming in, I am getting for some of you that this has to do with choices that have been made, and this being a part of reaping what one has been sowing. And in this, I'm getting that with that surprise and that high emotion, this is helping one to kind of sit down and reflect. Almost like, and with that ripening energy, it's like an opening up of the soul. This Page of Cups energy, moving towards this Judgment energy. I'm just getting a sense of there being an opening up here with that, seeing the individuals coming out of boxes here. They're in water here too as well, but you can see that the waters are a little bit calmer. Energy of 20. This is right before the ending of a manifestation cycle. This also breaks down to a 2. And so I do feel that this is coming in with that partnership energy. It could be for some of you too, that with that baby energy and the surprise message, that some of you are, or at least a few of you, maybe this may be specific for just one person, but you're going to be having twins. That will not resonate with all, but that is what I'm picking up on. I did do a reading earlier where with that fish, seeing the fish in the cup, it was that Piscean energy. The Pisces symbol is 2 fish, but I did pick up that with those 2 fish from Pisces combining into this one energy where it's going to be, I feel I'm tying that back in with this high level of emotion and that surprise. So this is also being just a call to action from the universe. And then the flag is sticking out very significantly. I do feel that, and this is the African American flag created by Marcus Garvey. There was a special movement a few decades ago, and it was heavily tied to civil rights. I feel that there's a cycling that's coming through with justice and a destiny that's playing out, where there's a renewal. And that baby energy could be, you know, one connecting to their inner child here too as well. Getting back to what it is that they love, where that may have been forgotten about or put to the wayside due to being so caught up in 3D construct and society, living according to that law and not necessarily according to one's inner being and one's soul. And so with the Judgment energy, I am getting that renewal tied to that Page of Cups energy. And just I feel like a spiritual message helping you to push through this spiritual awakening where it may seem a little wavy. And the key to moving through this successfully is connecting to that inner child within yourself. And one of the best ways where I've learned to do this, going through quite a few dark night of the souls myself, is to picture yourself as a younger child, seeing your younger self, and you know, however that comes up for you in that vision, approach yourself and reach out your hand and extend your hand to yourself, and you know, take yourself by the hand and connect with that energy. Look yourself in the eye, almost like looking in the mirror, but I feel this is a little bit stronger where you're able to actually, you know, if you're able to visualize yourself as that younger child, holding your hand and speaking to yourself and letting yourself know that everything is going to be okay. And I feel that this is that message from the angels, the horn, and that connection with that movement, being able to tap into yourself and become even stronger within yourself and more sovereign. I feel this is an opportunity with this spiritual awakening to become more of that individual that you are truly here to be. So we got quite a few things going on here. And that may be why there's so many, because I'm seeing a lot of individuals here. So with that, there's a lot of stories that are tied coming from that Page of Cups. Seeing the baby here in the middle of this family here. So there being I feel this also speaking to that destiny with the baby that's coming. Families that are meant to be together spiritually, it's being grounded into the physical. I'm seeing this similar image here with the mirroring image of this family here, but there being another family here with a female, masculine, and a baby in the center. This could also be too, another thing I'm picking up on is for some of you, a situation that has to do with parents and healing from that energy. Maybe possibly root chakra energy that has resurfaced for you, something specific that has been resurfacing for you related to childhood, and that tying back in with the connection to a family and what's taking place with more of a 3D family, where every individual involved has come in as soulmates agreeing to help one another to work through any kind of root chakra work that has been blocked, or having one stuck or feeling stuck in a cycle that may be feeling like it's continuous and never ending. Two energy, I'm also getting Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, like it's a very strong two energy, and then that twin energy coming through. So for some of you, this could also be a resonance with the twin flame, or that you could have with that message about possibly having twins, that being a part of a generational thing, and it being your turn, or in your specific generation where it's meant for someone to have twins. And this moving towards a completion here, as this is the card right before the World card, which then goes into zero, the energy of wholeness, and the Fool card as well. The Fool card being the card of zero. Your third card. And this is also the second card here too as well. So 2 and 2, you may be seeing 2, 2 or consecutive 2s. Life path 2 could be significant. In the month of February, we are in February. So it's possible that, you know, either something around the 2nd or the 22nd could be significant as well. Your third card we have is the Emperor. So seeing this energy following judgment, I do feel there's growth. I'm just seeing growth coming from this Page of Cups. There being a judgment energy that's coming about here and helping one to grow and be in their power. This is the energy of a boss. I feel also too someone very spiritual, very knowledgeable, has a lot of wisdom and intelligence. The Emperor is an energy that makes, it's created by all 4 kings. The King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Coins, and the King of Swords. This is an energy of 4. 4 is being about stability, where that gold energy was coming through here in that Page of Cup energy. And this is also a fathering energy. So definitely getting a strong tie here that someone is becoming a father and it being a surprise. Also too with the energy of the family energy and working through some childhood blockages or things that are resurfacing to help one with situations from childhood so that that energy can be cleared to help heal the remaining chakras, which I do feel is the ones coming after the root chakra, which would be the sacral chakra and then the solar plexus chakra, in order to be able to heal this throat chakra energy, where I was getting that refinement there with the throat chakra in the blue, which is on top of the head of the Page of Cups here. And so, yeah, and so with that, I'm getting mainly that there's, you know, a surprise for someone about being a father. But then also, too, I'm getting with that childhood energy that there being a specific energy that's taking place between, for some of you, you and a connection to your father or a grandfather or stepfather, someone acting as a father in your life. And there being something that's playing out here with this judgment energy when it comes to family and connection to a fathering energy. A very strong fiery energy there too as well. A stoic energy that doesn't really say much, but is very productive. Aries energy is very strong here. And I'm almost getting Taurus energy here too as well. Because these energies, they're the same, but they don't look the same. I'm getting more of a ram, and then the energy, like I'm getting like 1, 2, seeing these 2 together, and it just gave me Taurus energy. And then also too, the energy of 4 is connected to Cancerian energy, where you may have Cancer very strongly in your chart. That being that water energy coming from that Page of Cups, and that could be contributing to that growth coming from this Page of Cups, going through a spiritual awakening here, and then with that growth moving into this Emperor stage here because of the impact of that judgment. The 2 and the 2 makes this 4 here too. So I feel that speaks to the impact of that judgment card and the changes that are taking place. Also seeing the African symbol here on the shoulder. That being very significant to following this energy here that we got from the flag there, the African American flag there on the judgment card. Getting back to one's roots and really finding out who it is that they are. Or feel that with that 3D construct energy that came up earlier, being awakened to the truth about oneself and where one truly has come from. trusting the messages that have been received from one's ancestors and not what outside society would have them to believe. We are also in Black History Month here too as well. So I feel that there's a significance with this awakening here and being alert to the truth that's coming in about one's history, and that being a part of that surprise energy, where I do feel one has been coming into more knowledge and wisdom. Seeing the Ankh here too as well. So Egypt ties are coming in here very strongly here too as well. Realizing one is royalty. And this is your shadow energy here, polarity energy here that we have here, where this is the color of Leo. Leo being your polarity energy. I feel that that is a very strong tie to your ancestors as well. Leo and Aquarius energy. So blending that fire with the air energy, and I feel that very tied, very much tied to wisdom. Wisdom, having healed the root chakra energy and moving through that growth phase there. This is also Gemini energy. So that could be significant. That's more of that air energy, where I'm hearing ether. But very strongly a family energy that is residing here, where I am getting there's a surprise for someone who's becoming a father. And then also a situation with inner child workings are being healed and worked through, where there's a significance that I feel there's a healing between you and a father, or this could be you as a father and healing a situation with a child. So let's see what the fourth card is. And following this, with this being the fourth card, we do have the energy of 4, where that would be following this energy. So 4-4 could be significant. That also speaking to the energy of stability. I feel it is also doubling that energy of safety, protection, warmth, nurturance. And this will be coming underneath that Page of Cups, where that could have been part of that connection with the fathering energy, and there maybe being an absence of that energy, and that being a part of one's path, working through that energy and learning how to love oneself and having that growth to be able to change any old cycles of past issues or situations with a father where there may have been no warmth or nurturance as a child, and wanting to get away from that and be the opposite of that, and this being a part of a karmic cycle that is being put to an end. And in that, there's an awakening that's taking place to help one to realize the royal being that one is. And that's exactly what I just said here with the Hermit card. So that's great. So everything I just said with that inner working, going within oneself, isolating oneself just as a spiritual calling and following one's spiritual guidance. This reflection of the past here. I do feel with this light energy here and going within and that discovery, there being a surprise that is being discovered also too. And that just confirming that energy of realizing who one truly is, discovering one's truth. This could also be the energy of, you know, with one going within, there being a light that is shining on the energy of an emperor and what has been taking place with this emperor after going through a judgment call here in a spiritual awakening. And if this is a connection, I'm also getting that too. There's a light that's being shined on what's happening here with this surprise here in this Page of Cups and this message here. There's a message that the light is shining on this emperor here. And this being a part of a judgment energy. This is a card of 9. This is a Virgo card. But then also with that energy of 9, ninth house energy is Sagittarius. So this could be someone with, I mean, you could have, Sagittarius sun, or this could be, if this is someone you're connecting to, this could be energy of a Sagittarius sun here. And then also the month of September could be significant. Or anything around the 9th may be significant. That could be a due date here for the baby energy that was coming through. And that being, like, I'm getting like a shower energy there too. So there could be a baby shower and there being a surprise. And it being discovered, the due date there. After possibly not knowing for some time, finding out about everything all at once when it comes to a baby. But for some, I'm getting with a father energy. There may be with that stoic energy. Not a lot coming from this Emperor with that energy of that throat chakra communication and the healing of the lower chakras first in order to be able to heal the throat chakra, which comes after the heart chakra. And a child going within, going back into oneself, if it's not child energy, and connecting within to be able to see the light and receive answer on a situation with an Emperor. Or this could be one self-reflecting on oneself, going within with that inner child energy there, having gone through a spiritual awakening. There's a new beginning here. And I'm also getting that too here. So a new ace beginning, Ace of Cups beginning, where that may be a surprise. And I feel that being a part of that going within and healing oneself, releasing what no longer serves them, where that waviness of that water is coming in. And then an Ace of Wand energy, connecting with one's ancestors and receiving message about something new. That message from spiritual ancestors, spiritual guides and ancestors, where this is going to help one with an Ace of Wand beginning. I feel that's going to help one to be productive, but then also bring in abundance. And the month of September could be significant as far as a start there too as well for this. You can see the blue energy kind of surrounding this Hermit energy here too. So I feel that speaking to communication tied with that Page of Cups and that new beginning and the intimidation energy that was being picked up on with that energy, about having to come into a calling where one is having to communicate and having to balance and being possibly worried about balancing one's emotions because of the way that one has come up in the world, not necessarily knowing how to deal with that, possibly being tied to a father energy where that's being healed there too. And this has to do with the matters of the home with that Cancerian energy and the 4th house energy. And then the 44 energy when it comes to stability, one having that special purpose and drive and force with the Aries energy that came through. But then also too with the polarity of that Leo energy within yourself to be able to... it's like a as within, so as without. So finding that light within yourself and then being able to shine the light on the truth. The 5th card, and 5s are about change and also adventure. I'm getting like a roller coaster energy. This will be coming under the Judgment. So that could be that instability where one has been working on something and moving through this, having gone through the Hermit energy there. I am also getting too that this kind of being one particular stage of a story, with this being kind of the ending here with the Emperor card, and then a second energy that is shining a light on the situation here that's taken place. I'm also picking that up too. We have the, yeah, this is a part of that roller coaster energy, I feel, where I'm hearing he likes me not, he likes me, he likes me not. So someone being in an energy of not really caring, or being a little blasé about what is being offered from the divine. This could also be an energy of one being bored. Cups energy, that's more water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. So that tidy energy is coming through here from that Page of Cups energy. And with this following the Hermit, I almost feel like because one has been in the Hermit energy, I feel like for quite a while, just seeing, like I'm seeing gray hair here. And this could also be an energy of being in a place of being fed up or being bored. And then this being another 4. So I feel that message coming through about letting one know just about that good amount of stability that one has built up for themselves, and the message coming from Spirit on that key to your happiness, which would be to go within oneself. I also feel too with the energy of the baby energy. I feel it's like almost like and it's falling underneath the Judgment energy. So I do feel like it's a careless energy that's coming through with this 4 of Cups here. So I'm getting, you know, it could go this way, but for this bottom row, I'm not necessarily getting this flow here because the Hermit has their back turned to this energy here. We're going to go here and do this. So this is what I'm feeling with the story being told. And that Hermit being tied to the Page of Cups there with that falling underneath there. But I'm getting more of this format here. Where I do feel that this is more of a spiritual energy that's playing out. Almost like this being the first part of the story and it matching, corresponding to each card. So the Page of Cups applying to the Hermit. I feel the Page of Cups energy being applied very strongly to that Hermit energy, and the Judgment coming in because of the carelessness with this 4 of Cups energy. And with the Emperor following the Judgment, I feel with that growth, that coming in, because the Emperor is kind of giving the side eye to the Judgment. So possibly not being in belief of spirituality. Like I was getting a spiritual energy, but I don't feel that with what has been received by this Emperor, that it's being taken into the significance of what it could be. I'm picking up on that there too. And that being a part of that 1-2 energy where I was getting that Taurus energy and possibly being more into that 3D energy and the luxury energy. And more concerned about one's wealth and the light being shown on this here. With that Page of Cups energy going within. And this could also be self-reflection too. One going within and really seeing how it is that they've been as an Emperor here that's very stoic. And kind of, it's almost like looking back on what happened. Like something has significantly happened and one is looking back to try to figure out and reflect on how one got to where they are currently. But there is an energy where I'm getting carelessness, and someone is turning their back to this carelessness and shining a light on possibly, you know, why this carelessness exists. And I do feel that it's tied to this Emperor here because of the back being turned by the Hermit. Let's see what the 6th card is. And I feel that being a part of that roller coaster energy and the change that's coming in. So turning one's back, shining the light on the truth to be able to move past this, where that may be part of that blockage with the root chakra energy. And that Page of Cup energy, that younger energy where it could come off as a more immature energy. And that being part of that, where one has everything and not being grateful for what is being offered to them. Not being satisfied, no matter what it is that they get. Your 6th card, we have is the 9 of Cups. So I do feel that this is kind of speaking to, again, part of this 3 of Cups energy that's present, where one has what one has been wishing for, but is not, it's being taken for granted. And the light is being shined on this. And I feel that the reason it's being taken for granted is because one is in this Emperor state here and may feel that they're not going to be affected by the actions of this here. And I feel that this light that's being shown to this Emperor is that they do have their wish here as well here too. And this being a part of that surprise message that's coming through. Then for some of you, I am getting with that baby energy that one may have been manifesting that, but it manifested in the way that one was not expecting. And so now one is in this 4 of Cups energy here, where I feel that that has been a transitional energy for someone where they've gone into hermit mode and have found the key that's shining, helping to shine this light as one is on a new beginning here on father energy, like a Maury, the Maury show type energy. And with that, you know, wishing for a baby, yeah, it just may be that someone picked, or I'm not going to say the wrong person, but someone who was meant to be, I feel, temporary on their path, and discovering the surprise of what it is that they're truly here to do. And I feel like there's been a vision of some sort that one has received about the truth. And just being in this particular energy here where even though they have what they've been wishing for, it's not in the way that they have manifested it. And so now we have this energy here that's connecting there. This is another 9 energy, 9 speaking to completion. So we're moving into some endings here. And I feel that energy of the 4 coming through very strongly there to kind of say stability. It's being brought in by this this angel here in the Judgment card, that it is a part of this foundation, no matter how wavy a situation may be, that everything is going to play out just as it should. And that one should, you know, I feel like one is awakening to being grateful for what it is that they have, because they have everything that they've been asking for, praying for. And I feel they've gotten to a certain level where they're now in a certain state that has brought them to a spiritual awakening, helping them to see what it is that they do have and to be more appreciative and grateful for that, because they may have been in a situation where they have felt like they have lost someone or something due to actions that they've taken. But this is all, again, to help to reflect, I feel. And with the last card being wish, I am getting to, not necessarily with the other story that's coming in and that father energy, alcoholism being tied to what one is healing from. And with the Hermit kind of being in the middle, I am getting this being mainly a journey of a masculine, where for some there's a surprise energy of a baby that has come through, where that has been along one's journey to help one to awaken, but it also being a part of a purpose, a very significant purpose, even though one may have not appreciated it or seen it for what it was. It coming down to healing that root chakra energy and any kind of stubbornness, energy that came from, learning behaviors of a father, and moving through this to be able to move forward successfully. Or I am getting strongly now that being more about alcoholism, and this coming to a completion, moving through to the end of a cycle with the Ten of Cups. So being able to move through this Nine of Cups and heal from this, to be able to reach that ultimate emotional fulfillment, and that being possibly a part of this reason for the Emperor energy, and then the careless energy here. So I'm getting these being separate, where one may be currently going within, having found out a surprise that kind of woke them up a little bit, still being in the Emperor energy, but there being some father ties that are being worked through, and having one's back turned currently while one is going within. I feel working on one particular subject or part of one's journey before moving on to work on anything that may have been tied to being ungrateful for something coming in from the divine, and then alcoholism. So having a few things to work on, and this being a call to action to help one to grow and to come out of this Emperor state here too, shining the light on how one has been and what one has gone through. And doing this for yourself mainly. This also may be someone you're connected to. Or this could be you. Just take what resonates. I'm getting this being kind of a separate energy as I'm seeing these cards here together and this being in the center. So overall, one working through the journey of oneself. With the baby energy, I'm getting that kind of playing in and intermingling with a certain situation that has to do with healing root chakra energies and ending karmic cycles, coming into something greater, so that one doesn't feel like they're on a continuous cycle where it's going nowhere, and wanting to move up and want better for themselves. So they're no longer in this energy of that Four of Cups energy, and then also to the alcoholism energy there too. But on the flip side of this, a wish is here where one has been granted that, and I feel that being a part of this ungratefulness being worked on there too. And the 9 being about that completion, coming through this and moving towards greater success and healing any past cycles, so that for future generations this no longer takes place, and that tying in with being a part of one's wish too there as well. And then another thing I'm picking up is that with this being the first card and this being the last card, a part of the surprise message coming in from a Page of Cups, or one wanting to deliver a message. This could be a message to someone that one is one's wish, and one not possibly taking that offer or being grateful for what is being offered here. Let's see what we have on the bottom, then we'll get to the oracle. So we have, this is in reverse. I'm going to leave it that way because that's what I'm picking up here with this intimidation and that Page of Cups energy. So that also ties in with that energy of the Emperor, where one has it all and has everything they could ask for. Possibly wanting this energy as a Page of Cups, and then once having it, not being grateful for it, and then abusing that with alcoholism. And then being in the Stoic Emperor energy here, going through a judgment energy currently, and this bringing one to Hermit phase, where one is reflecting on oneself. Being seen in the public eye here as a particular way, but really on the inside with that Page of Cup energy, that intimidation coming through here with this in reverse, as that is that mirroring energy that's coming through, where that means that here for the Six of Wands in reverse, not being as confident as one is putting off here. And then also too with the baby energy and the surprise, this possibly kind of turning one or having one feel like they're upside down with that wavy energy and that high level of emotion and the judgment call coming in for them as one is reaping what they have been sowing, where that could be this energy of having everything and not caring. Then alcoholism and being in that alcohol or being, you know, in a drunken state. That being a possibility where one has produced a baby here, and that being a surprise, that being a part of one's purpose, where one is coming into a spiritual awakening here. Six energy is unconditional love. So this could also be about that fathering energy and the lack of love and warmth and nurture that one grew up with. And this being a part of that energy of a cycle there too, a karmic cycle that is needing to be worked on, starting at the root with the red. Learning how to love oneself. And in doing so, that's going to bring about the energy of, you know, being grateful for who you are, knowing who you are, that truth coming in and the royalty energy that was coming through. But really going to the depth of things and finding that truth within and not based on the outer and what others, you know, that really don't even know this individual here, but giving the energy, you know, feeding off of that energy of others that don't really know one, and realizing that that is not fulfilling at all, and that possibly being why we have a Nine of Cups and not a Ten of Cups there too, but that being connected to that drinking and alcoholism there too. And this is also movement towards the past and that transformative energy, where I feel that focus is also about the childhood energy and really getting into the bottom of the truth of who one is. And this being worked on here with that judgment energy. This kind of just showing the story of how one is going within with the spiritual awakening here and what one has experienced, where we were getting a few instances and stories here for some of you. So do take what resonates as it resonates. It won't resonate for everyone. The month of June is coming through here too. So, and then 6-9 is also an energy of endings, but then also that Cancerian energy, as that is the symbol of Cancer as well. And that being tied back to the warmth and nurture, and that being necessary as a strong foundation for one, as one is going to move forward and come through this journey here. And the 6 upside down is a 9. This is right on top of this energy of the 9 and the Hermit. Speaking to that transformation and going within, finding the truth, seeing the light, shining that light and being able to reflect that light on oneself. Seeing, you know, what one has gone through, experienced, grown up with, where there's a plethora of things that are here. And I feel that, you know, for some of you, this may, like all of that has come from this reading, that being tied into one, being tied in as a part of a journey here, a significant part that's taking place, where there's a heavy impact of change that's taking place to help one see their truth and the mask coming off, so that they can love themselves more. And in doing so, this is going to help not only themselves, but to help others. I feel also too, with this energy, we're moving into true spiritual leadership, and not just, I'm hearing pretending, with this 6 of Wands in reverse also being on top of the Emperor card, where that spirituality was coming through, but not really representing it in the way that one has been called to do. And I feel that being a part of that judgment there too. All right, so let's get to your oracle card here. And I've already pre-shuffled and split these. We'll just go ahead and shuffle and see what we get. Let's too many. Let's see if we can get one. A very quiet energy. And I'm going to take this one right off the top here. So this is Connect with Gaia. And they have on orange. And that orange is about, you know, if the sacral chakra is blocked, that's about fears. And healing through this chakra, this is going to eliminate those fears, realizing that fear is false evidence appearing real, and that one has the true power within themselves to see the change that they wish to see and be. So let's find Connect with Gaia. It's the first one on the list here in the table of contents. It's in the Earth section of Grounding and Practical Action on page 21. Which breaks down to a 3, where I'm getting that balance of masculine, feminine, and connecting with the divine, tapping into greater spirituality. And this is on also beginning chapter 5, and another 5 coming through, speaking to the greater amount of change that is coming through here. So number 1, connect with Gaia. Let me pause the music here. The earth is our mother, and if we are not in tune with her, the rest of our lives will be out of balance too. The modern world can take us far away from our roots as living, breathing people on a living, breathing planet. Take a few moments to connect with Gaia, whether as the earth goddess, the ground beneath you, or some growing thing. So the action: go outside and put your feet on the ground. Raise your hands to the sky and feel the connection from above and below. Pull in energy from the earth and send back a little of your own in gratitude for her gifts. If you can't go outside, plant your feet firmly on the floor wherever you are and feel the energy coming up through the layers between you and the soil that lies beneath you. No matter how high up you are, the earth is down there somewhere. The divination: modern life is full of distractions. Make sure you remember to take time to tune in to the earth, no matter what else is going on around you. This card reminds you to stay in touch with what is truly important, both spiritually and practically, especially those things that support the rest of your efforts. And the magic that is provided is to sit comfortably or stand in front of your altar, holding on to the crystal or stone of your choice. Light a candle and concentrate on the stone, sending your awareness deep inside. Try to connect with the energy of the stone. Does it feel warm, strong, or comforting? Does this stone have something to offer you that some other stone might not? Does it feel as though it could boost your magical work for prosperity, healing, peace, or any other particular goal? All right, so Aquarius moons, this was your reading. I do hope that these messages were helpful. Grounding is something that's very awesome. We could have a lot of buildup in our everyday lives, and releasing this energy and sending it back is one of the best things that we can do for both ourselves and for the earth. So I do strongly encourage this if you're finding this message. Seeing the tree there, that kind of ties back to the energy of the roots and the ancestors. And I do feel that they just want you to know that you are very much loved. I do feel that with the amount of what came through and presented itself for this reading, just kind of attributes to the journey of one and what exactly one has been going through that has been super, super deep. And I feel almost like ultra suppressed. And with the energy that is coming through with the universe, those are resurfacing themselves in order to help one. And it's all about divine timing. Everything happens just as it should. So nothing happens by mistake. Everything is all in the design, and it's already preset once we get here. It's a matter of us working through that and realizing what we came here to do. And going with that, even though we have our free will, there's the opportunity for us to step into greater and, you know, just follow our intuition and listen to our calling And I feel that this is taking place for a lot of you with this story coming out. And just know that, again, your ancestors love you very much. Know that everything is going to be okay. I'm getting very strongly that there's a strong creativity that is within you. Continue to empower that. Stay as positive as you can and continue to be in the light. Continue to be in that light. And allow others to bring in the light that comes along your path. That's helping them to fulfill their purpose there too as well. So accepting that help and receiving that and going, you know, to the max. There isn't, and I'm hearing limitless. As far as you know, as your heart desires, continue to move in that way, leaving behind what no longer serves you, and all is well. So I thank you so much for being here. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, and empowering to you. I send you all my love, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until we meet again, take great care. I love you. Peace.